Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here. I've brought you into this very intimate setting called my bathroom to share some more tips and tricks about skincare with you. So taking care of the skin doesn't mean just taking care of the skin. It means taking care of the nervous system as well. And a lot of what we think is a cause of fat deposit like cellulite is actually nervous system disorders. So not being balanced enough in the nervous system. So too much stress can often cause cellulite and things. So there's lots of research to back this up, and I won't get into it. But what I wanted to share with you today is some of the simple practices that I use to support the nervous system and also the skin at the same time, and the products that I use. So basically, this is a very good little helper, the body brush, and this is called dry brushing. You can get a stick that goes on the end of it as well to reach those other areas. So when you want to do dry brushing is kind of like during really less stressful times of day, because you want to be brushing your skin in order to relax, not intensify. So you don't want to be brushing your skin when you're really stressed out and doing this, and because you're just basically putting stress into the system. So we want to brush our skin before a bath or at the nighttime, relaxing time, or first thing in the morning, and that kind of thing. And what we're going to do, so starting in any area, along the long bones of the body, we're just going to brush like this. And this actually feels so amazing. I know it's a simple thing, but it's almost like giving your skin a massage, so it feels incredible. So the long bones are just like this, back and forth. Pay special close attention to places that collect fat, you guys. So backs of the arms, belly, lots of fat collection, and the cellulite of the legs here. Okay, so that's 3 areas. So basically, if you go around any of the joints, you're also doing a circular motion. So elbow, knee, circular, and then tummy is circular in the direction of digestion, which is counterclockwise. I just think about that. Don't avoid your breast area either, and I'll just do it over my clothing, but and the armpits. Really important to circulate through here. This is for the lymph system, and same within the armpits. So a lot of the blockage and buildup can go in the breast and armpit tissue, right? So this is a great practice for that on both sides. So you want to spend equal time in all areas of the body, basically. And don't forget the long bones of the legs, and don't forget the feet that are often neglected. Okay, so dry brushing, you're taking away dead skin, you're also calming the nervous system, and it feels amazing. So that's dry brushing. Next one, body oiling, or Abyanga is called in Sanskrit. Abyanga is the practice of self-massage, and it's an old ancient tradition that is basically just rubbing the body with oil in order to, again, support the nervous system, to detoxify the skin, and to support the skin from the elements. And it's almost like a barrier, a layer of protection, because the oil seeps in and nourishes, and it helps with hydration and staying hydrated as well. It helps with collagen and everything. So I believe my skin looks as good as it does from doing this practice. And I can really tell if I'm not doing it regularly, because it definitely impacts my skin. So what I'll do is take a base oil, like I've got sweet almond oil, and depending on the season, you can go thicker or like a thinner, like coconut oil or grapeseed oil. Almond oil is quite thick, and I do wash it off after. So you're just gonna take a glass jar, and I'll just distribute some of the oil in there. And because I like to have essential oil with that, and for spring I've chose citrus, because citrus is going to actually help with breaking down some of the low energy of winter. So the citrus smell, it's nice and invigorating and light. I'll just add a few drops of that into my bottle. And that's it. And then this lasts for a few days or a few sessions. And I've also used olive oil in here, and olive oil, if you add essential oil to it, smells really great. Actually, it doesn't have a smell. So get your oil nice and, oh, and the other thing, sorry. So what I'll do next, and I won't show you here, but I actually heat this in the sink using warm water. So that is an extra added special touch that just feels like you're at the massage without paying the $80. So I add, or I heat that oil so it's warm, or I heat it in my hands and make sure it's going. So in the same way that you were doing the dry brushing, you're going to then do self-massage on the skin. Same principles. So you're going to do long sweeping movements for those long bones, and any connective bones or places, you're going to go in a circular motion. Okay, so that's that. And again, paying special attention to the armpits, the breasts. I don't want to get oil on my shirt. So going in that circular motion of the breath, and up in here in the throat chakra. This is very soothing. Chest, and then the other side, breasts, armpits, circular through here, and then long bones, just getting everything nice and oily. Now you can leave that on for as long as you want. I'll typically, maybe sit in it for about 10 minutes, sometimes all day. I'll leave it on and just let my skin really, if I kind of like need a spa day, absorb all that. Stomach, so same thing, you're going in a circular motion towards the digestion, movement of digestion here. And again, don't forget long bones of the body. And then in this area, you're going to do the circular motion again to get into the cellulite. Okay. And again, this is a very nurturing, nourishing practice. So don't bring any stress into it. Because any messages you're putting into your skin, you're kind of solidifying that. So if you come in from a long day and you're like, oh, I got Abyanga, and you're like bringing all the stress of the day into your body, no. So we want to relax first and make it a relaxing practice, would be my tips. Don't forget your hands. They take a lot of abuse. So really give your hands some love. And then you can also move into the face. And if you want a lighter oil for that, you can choose a different one for your face. But just spending some time here, right? Going out, do what kind of feels good. I also go up and down and into the hairline. And you can even oil your hair. And that's really good for your scalp this time of year, especially if you suffer from dandruff and things like that. Don't forget your back. Reach as much of your body as you can. And definitely don't forget your feet. And that's an area where I will leave the oil on longer and put socks on and get rid of that dry skin on the feet. So basically this is just moving energy and relaxing the nervous system and supporting the skin. And I do believe it has a lot of benefits in self-care and self-love. So wanted to share that quick one. Then quite often I'll treat myself to a bath with Himalayan, pink Himalayan bath mineral soap. Minerals are really good for the body. They absorb through the skin, and then we use them in our bones and things like that. So that's also very caring. Yeah, I think that's it. I won't keep it too long. Those are some of the products I use. Oh, teeth came up in a chat I was in recently. So I did actually switch my toothpaste to charcoal recently, and I think it's very beneficial. And I asked my cousin, who's a dental hygienist, I said, what do you think about charcoal or anything like that? She said, well, it does have a little bit of a texture to it, so it is going to scrape the enamel a little bit, but it works wonders for whitening and naturally whitening your teeth and mouth care. So moving on to mouth care, sorry, I forgot one really important tool that I keep in my collection. This is a tongue scraper. And the reason we want to scrape our tongue is because a lot of the things that the liver will detoxify in the evening come up and sit on the tongue. So the tongue is very similar to the digestive tract in that it's these open things. So what you can get is a lot of tongue coating in the morning. And if you're not scraping that off, it tends to just be getting reabsorbed in the body. And I have to say this has really helped with thrush and illnesses and anything like that, because I'm getting rid of those toxins first thing in the morning through scraping them off my tongue. So that's another one. Yeah, I do oil pulling in the mouth. So I've taken this little guy. So I'll take a coconut oil, and what I've done is mixed it with neem. So neem is a very powerful astringent herb used in Ayurveda. It's very strong and very terrible tasting, but it's bitter and astringent. So that's actually the flavor that's best for cleansing the teeth. Unfortunately, the sweet flavor that you get in regular toothpaste is actually going to promote more buildup, unfortunately, because the sweet just attracts the bugs and the bacteria to actually stick to it more. So I know the dentists would argue with that, but since I switched to natural methods, I actually noticed less tartar buildup on my teeth. I'm not saying anything about cavities. Like, I'm sure these toothpastes are great for cavity prevention, but as when it comes to tartar buildup and plaque buildup, I actually find the natural methods are working better for me. So I could take a little bit of oil in my mouth and swish it around before I brush, and then you pull. It's called oil pulling, so you're kind of like swishing through the gums and that in the mouth to cleanse it using oils. And the neem is actually a natural antibacterial that is going to kill off that tartar, those tartar forming bugs and things. So neem is really helpful. And sometimes I'll just dip my toothbrush in that and just brush with neem and oil as well as the charcoal. So yeah, I think that's it. That's Ayurveda. Really simple stuff. I hope that helps for today. I'm sure I have more stuff to share, but that's my bathroom jam. Take care.